Hey everyone, and welcome back to Speak English Podcast. I'm David, and I'm here with my amazing co-host Sarah. Sarah, how are you doing today?
Thank you so much for having me, David. I'm doing fantastic, and I'm really excited about today's episode because we're tackling something everyone struggles with.
You know what happened to me yesterday? I was at Starbucks, and I heard someone trying to order a quinoa bowl. They said quinoa 3 times before giving up.
Oh no, that's exactly why we're here today. We've all been there, avoiding certain words in conversations because we're just not sure how to pronounce them correctly.
And here's the thing, it's not about being perfect. It's about feeling confident when you speak, knowing people will understand you clearly without that awkward pause.
Absolutely. Today we're breaking down 15 of the trickiest English words that even native speakers mess up sometimes, and we're giving you foolproof techniques to master them.
If you've ever felt embarrassed about your pronunciation or avoided using certain words, this episode is going to be a game changer for you. So hit that like button right now.
And don't forget to subscribe because we're about to save you from years of pronunciation confusion with techniques that actually work in real conversations.
So let's talk about our approach today. We're not going to bore you with complex grammar rules or make you memorize pronunciation charts like you're back in school. Our method is completely different and way more effective.
Exactly. What we use is called sound mapping, and it's all about connecting difficult words to sounds you already know perfectly. Think of it like building bridges in your mind between the unknown and the familiar.
Here's how it works. Instead of trying to remember abstract pronunciation rules, we link challenging words to simple English words or sounds that you use every single day without even thinking about it.
The beauty of this technique is that it works with your brain's natural pattern recognition system. You're not fighting against your instincts or forcing yourself to learn something completely foreign to you.
For example, when you hear quinoa, your brain can instantly connect it to keen plus wa, 2 sounds that are already stored perfectly in your memory. No stress, no confusion, just natural connection.
Plus, we focus heavily on the rhythm and flow of words, because English is what we call a stress-timed language. Getting the beat and stress pattern right is often more important than perfect individual sounds.
This approach eliminates that frustrating feeling of knowing what you want to say, but being afraid to say it, because you're not sure about the pronunciation. It builds real confidence in real conversations.
By the end of today's episode, you'll have a toolkit that works for any challenging English word you encounter, not just the 15 we're covering. It's like learning to fish instead of just getting fish.
All right, let's dive into our 15 words and put sound mapping into action. We'll start with everyday words that trip people up constantly. First up is Wednesday, which sounds like Wednesday. Not every letter you see written there.
Think of it as winning the day. Next is comfortable, which sounds like comfortable but smoother and faster. People try to pronounce every single letter they see, but that's exactly what makes it sound unnatural and forced.
Here's a tricky one that gets everyone. Vegetable sounds like vegetable without the IE and TA sounds. And kernel is completely wild because it sounds exactly like kernel, the thing you find inside a nut, despite the crazy spelling.
Worcestershire sauce drives everyone absolutely crazy, but it's simply Worcestershire, like a person named Wooster saying the word sure. Quinoa is just quinoa, like the word keen plus a baby crying wah sound at the end.
Mischievous tricks people into adding extra syllables that don't exist. It's just 3 parts. Mischievous, not 4 parts like people think. Nuclear is nuclear, with a little K sound tucked right in the middle of those 2 familiar words.
Often is interesting because both off-N and off-10 work perfectly, but off-N sounds more natural in everyday conversation. Receipt has a completely silent P in there, so it's just receipt, like receive without the V ending.
Chaos starts with a K sound, never a ch sound. So it's chaos like the letter K plus the word boss. Epitome puts all the stress on the middle part. me. Most people stress the wrong part completely.
Rendezvous is rendezvous, like Ron the name, day the time period, and voo like a ghost making spooky sounds. Hyperbole is hyperbole, and draft sounds exactly like draft. Same pronunciation, but totally different spelling.
Now you might be thinking, okay, but why should I spend time on these specific words? Let me tell you why this matters way more than you think. First and foremost, it's all about confidence in every single situation you find yourself in.
Exactly. When you can pronounce challenging words correctly, you feel completely confident in professional meetings, social gatherings, academic presentations, and even casual conversations with friends. No more avoiding words or using simpler alternatives when you want to express something specific.
And it's not just about sounding good to others. Clear pronunciation means dramatically better communication overall. People understand you faster, conversations flow smoother, and you don't have to repeat yourself or explain what you meant to say.
There's also a huge credibility factor that we can't ignore here. Whether we like it or not, people make quick judgments about our education, intelligence, and professionalism based on how we speak and pronounce words in conversation.
Plus, once you learn the patterns behind these tricky words, you'll start recognizing similar patterns in hundreds of other challenging words. It's like unlocking a secret pronunciation code that makes all future learning so much easier and faster.
And let's not forget the incredible psychological benefit of never having to avoid certain words again. You'll actually start using richer, more sophisticated vocabulary in your daily conversations because you're not afraid of mispronouncing anything anymore.
Think about it. How many times have you wanted to use a specific word but chose a simpler one instead because you weren't sure about the pronunciation? Those days are about to be over for good once you master these techniques.
The ripple effect is amazing too. When you feel confident about pronunciation, you speak more, you participate more in conversations, and you express your ideas more clearly. It literally opens doors both professionally and socially in ways you never expected.
All right, let's get completely practical here. I'm going to give you a step-by-step action plan to master these words and any other challenging pronunciation you encounter. Step 1 is simple. Record yourself saying each word using our sound mapping technique right now.
Don't worry about perfection at this stage. Just get a baseline recording so you can track your improvement later. Step 2 is to listen to native speakers saying these exact words using online dictionaries with audio features or pronunciation apps where you can hear multiple speakers.
Step 3 is what we call the shadow technique, and this is absolutely crucial for success. Play the native speaker audio and try to say the word at exactly the same time they do. This trains your mouth muscles and timing perfectly.
Step 4 is using these words in real context, not just practicing them alone. Don't just repeat Wednesday over and over. Create full sentences like, I'm going to the store on Wednesday to buy quinoa and comfortable shoes. Make it natural and conversational.
Step 5 involves practicing with another person, whether that's a friend, family member, or language exchange partner. Have them listen carefully and give you honest feedback, because sometimes we simply cannot hear our own pronunciation mistakes clearly.
Step 6 is recording yourself again after exactly 1 week of consistent daily practice and comparing it directly to your baseline recording. You'll be absolutely amazed at the improvement you hear when you do this comparison exercise.
Here's a bonus step that makes a huge difference. Keep what I call a pronunciation journal. Write down every new challenging word you encounter in movies, books, or conversations, and immediately apply our sound mapping technique to each one.
The key to all of this is consistency over perfection. Practice a little bit every single day rather than doing marathon sessions once a week. Your brain and mouth muscles need regular, repeated exposure to build these new pronunciation patterns permanently.
Now, let's talk about the biggest mistakes that keep people stuck with bad pronunciation habits for years. Mistake number 1 is trying to pronounce every single letter you see written on the page. English spelling and pronunciation don't always match up perfectly.
Remember, kernel and kernel sound identical despite completely different spellings. Mistake number 2 is putting stress on the wrong syllable in words. In English, word stress is absolutely crucial for clear communication and understanding between speakers.
Content, when you're satisfied, sounds totally different from content, meaning subject matter. Mistake number 3 is practicing words only in isolation, never in natural conversation flow. If you only practice alone, you'll struggle in real fast-paced conversations.
Mistake number 4 is being afraid to exaggerate and overdo it when you're first learning. When learning new pronunciation, it's actually better to exaggerate the sounds initially, and then gradually dial it back to more natural levels over time.
Mistake number 5 is giving up way too quickly when you don't see immediate results. Pronunciation is pure muscle memory, and muscle memory takes time, repetition, and patience. Don't expect perfection after just one practice session ever.
And here's the biggest one. Mistake number 6 is not listening to yourself objectively. Many learners practice and practice without really hearing what they're actually producing. Recording yourself regularly is absolutely essential for real improvement.
To avoid all these mistakes, embrace the weirdness of English spelling, learn proper stress patterns, always practice in full sentences, exaggerate initially, be patient with your progress, and record every single practice session you do.
Remember that even native speakers struggle with certain words sometimes. The goal isn't perfection, it's clear communication and personal confidence. Focus on progress, not perfection, and celebrate every small improvement you make along this journey.
Wow, we've covered incredible ground today. We shared 15 challenging words, our sound mapping technique that connects difficult words to sounds you already know, and a complete step-by-step practice system that actually works in real life.
Remember, pronunciation isn't about achieving absolute perfection. It's about clear communication and building genuine confidence. Every single native speaker has words they occasionally struggle with, so don't put unnecessary pressure on yourself.
The key to success is consistent daily practice using the right techniques we've shown you today. Don't try to master all 15 words in one single day. Pick 3 to 5 that are most relevant to your daily conversations and focus there first.
If you've made it this far in the video, it's because you truly want to improve your English fluency and communication skills. Show us some love by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel for more practical English tips that work.
Here's your homework assignment. Choose 3 words from today's list. Practice them using our step-by-step method for 1 full week. Then come back and tell us in the comments which ones gave you the most trouble to master.
We're genuinely curious to know what other English words drive you absolutely crazy with their pronunciation. Drop those challenging words in the comments below, and we might feature them in our very next pronunciation episode.
If this video helped you feel significantly more confident about tackling difficult English words, don't forget to share it with friends who are also learning English. Spreading knowledge makes everyone's journey easier and more enjoyable.
Until next time, keep practicing every single day, stay confident in your progress, and always remember that every expert was once a beginner just like you. Thanks for watching Speak English Podcast. See you soon.